Dear students, I'm very sorry about the interruption. I hang the mobile phone on a tripod. Okay, that from there the mobile phone slip to fall down there. I'm very sorry for this miscommunication, disrupting here, and it is. I'm very sorry for slipping down the mobile phone. Why it is slipped down from the tripod, I don't know. By the way, where we actually going on there, middle lamella is actually going on through the pectic acid. Maximum amount of pectic acid are found there. Pectic acid, pectic acid, and actually the pectic acid beside then the insoluble calcium pectate, insoluble calcium pectate, and magnesium pectate salt, magnesium pectate salt actually going on there, and both of them are called pectin. Okay, these are the constituent. Chemical structure means actually chemical constituent are going on there. Whatever we have seen from the past one, and on that time we will try to understand in what type of thing can be constituent in case of the chemical structure, in case of the chemical constituent of the specific case. Okay, this one. And second one, we will think about some protopectin is also found here. Protopectin can also found from there. So in the middle lamella, these are the constituents. Maximum pectic acid are present there. I told you maximum acid are present there. Insoluble calcium pectate and magnesium pectate salt also be present there. And not only this purpose, these things, both of these, the calcium pectate and magnesium pectate can combine together to form the pectin. Okay, and protopectin is also found in the middle lamella. So chemical constituent in the chemical structure are going on through in the middle lamella. I hope so. In this way, how it is going on there, you can write it properly. Then primary wall. Chemical structure means what type of things can constitute constituents of that. What are the constituents found in which layer of the or which part of the cell wall. So we also know about the physical structure of the chemical structure also in the primary cell wall. In that types yesterday. Today we will know about the primary cell wall constituents of. We have seen the cellulose, hemicellulose, and glycoprotein. Cellulose present, hemicellulose, glycoprotein. I am very sorry for saying that the tripod stand, my mobile phone is not holding up properly, so that it is slipped down, and the first live class is actually slipping out on that time. And sorry to say once again, I'm feeling sorry about that. And it is also not properly, I hanged somehow in that way. By the way, connect here. Hemicellulose is actually xylans, galactans. These are the not only for chemical structure going on through, but also we can go through understanding for MCQ types of question. It is asking which one is not present in the hemicellulose, or which are the constituent of the primary cell wall, or like that. So xylans, arabans, galactans. These are the polysaccharide are present. Polysaccharide. These are the polysaccharide present in the hemicellulose also. This is the primary cell wall constituent, and also we can see in the glycoprotein we can get some items like carbohydrate, protein, and other chemicals. Carbohydrate, protein and other chemicals and other chemicals and other chemicals and other chemicals. Okay, so these are the also important parts of going on there. So cellulose, hemicellulose, glycoprotein also present there. So carbohydrate, protein and other chemicals can also included in the primary cell wall. And in the hemicellulose there is xylens, arabens and galactans is also present there. And glycoprotein, if it is asking for glycoprotein, that times we can see their constituents are of carbohydrate, protein, like that. So these are the common important thing for primary cell wall constituents. Okay, I hope so you understood this one. And then also we can see the secondary cell wall also having there secondary cell wall. In the secondary cell wall, what we have seen there, there are important part is the lignin suberin wax. Lignin suberin wax etc. are present. You must take out to know the constituent. Very important this one. It is very important, you know, very important these constituents asking for SQ, MCQ and any other this type of question. Okay, secondary cell wall. There is a short note I will give you. It is very important. What is cross link? You can write it here. What is cross link? What is cross link? What is cross link? Okay, what is cross link? It is asking for a question. What is cross link? Cross link is a common question, but no one knows cross link. Okay, cross link actually xyloglycan hemicellulose. That means the wall, I just write short form, the wall consists of xyloglycan or glucan, you can say glucan, xyloglucan in there. Okay, to make a link. So my dear students, look at here. I have written here what is cross link. The wall consists of xyloglucan. Xyloglucan is the hemicellulose. Okay, hemicellulose. Xylens, xyloglucans is the hemicellulose parts, hemicellulose types and parts. That means the wall, any cell wall or any wall can consist of xyloglucan. In bracket you can write the hemicellulose here, hemicellulose, to make a link each other with the outer wall to the inner wall. That is the cross link. It is asking cross link, but no one knows that what is cross link. Is it cross link? Is there cross link? No, but very simply we can say the wall. Any wall means the cell wall. The cell wall consists of xyloglycan or glucan. You can say xyloglucan hemicellulose to make a link in between inner side of the wall. That is called cross link. So don't make just think about that. It is a cross link and it is asking for 1 marks question. Okay, and what we write, middle lamella, maximum pectic acid, insoluble calcium pectate, magnesium pectate, and these two can make sure pectin, protopectin can also be constituent. Primary cell wall, cellulose, hemicellulose, glycoprotein, and hemicellulose can also be composed of xylens, xyloglucans, arabens, galactans. These are the polysaccharide, and also glycoprotein can also consist of carbohydrate, protein and other chemicals. This is also very important constituent of the primary cell wall. Secondary cell wall, it is the lignin, suberin and wax. These are the common constituent of the chemical structure. In case of that parts we can see sometimes you can see in the cellular wall, the 40% cell wall, in that cell wall we have seen the 40% of cellulose, then 20% of hemicellulose, 20% of hemicellulose, 20% of hemicellulose, 30% pectin, 30% pectin, and 10% glycoprotein are present there. So dear students, these are also important for MCQ types of question, that 40% cellulose, cell wall composed of total, we have seen the many of them, the wall, middle lamella, secondary wall, many of the things are present there, but actually what amount of cellulose present in the cell wall, you will write the 40%. What amount of hemicellulose are present in the cell wall is 20%, pectin 30%, glycoprotein 10%, around to know about. These are the chemical structure. Chemical means chemical constituents having in the organelles composed of the cell wall. I hope so you understood this one. Now we'll go through the ultra structure. So let's go. Many of you are also joining as the time of previous time, that is, and I already started a live class that may be in the posted in very last minute. The mobile slipped down from my tripod stand. I set my mobile phone sliding down, falling down. So maybe last one or few minutes you can see that is it can have the scenery of the room or like that. So please make it thinking easily because of slipping down. I can again start the live. Maybe that video also be published there. That was the starting point, and this one is important to know. Okay, by the way, now we will go through understanding about another one, that is ultra structure. It is also very important. Okay, ultra structure. Ultra structure, chemical structure, physical structure, all of them are important for knowing that specific parts of individual understanding. So both case, any of the case can asking in the question. Ultra structure. Now ultra structure of the cell wall. So ultra structure of the cell wall can consist of main, and this is asking for one important thing, the main constituent of cell wall. Cell wall is cellulose. Main constituent of cell wall is cellulose. It is asking for 1 marks question also. Which one is the main constituent of the cell wall? It is cellulose. Then this cellulose is actually 6 carbon enriched beta D glucose. Okay, this cellulose is actually 6 carbon beta D glucose molecules. Beta D glucose. You can ask me, sir, what it is going on there? Not actually, my dear students. 6 carbon beta D glucose chain. Yes, it is asking for somehow you can think about that, sir. It is okay, and we don't know about beta D glucose. This is the chapter of chapter 3. I will make sure the structure of alpha D, beta D glucose, ring structure, chain structure, that times I can make it mind. Just in this time you can just remember this one, and you can just keep it in mind that it is cellulose is nothing but 6 carbon beta D glucose chain. Okay, so hope so you will understood about that. And the cellulose chain also having here, we can see cellulose chain actually going on through the 1000 to 3000 cellulose chain actually 1000 to 3000 we can see it is going on there. Cellulose molecules cellulose chain actually composed of 1000 to 3000 cellulose molecules. It is also important for MCQ types. Okay, and 100 cellulose chain when make together, 100 around 100 cellulose chain make a structure of micellar. Okay, so we can write here micellar. It is also very important thing, my dear students, and you can see the public exam question micellar. What is micellar? Asking lots of time in before, and it is very important question also on that time. This is the micellar is the smallest unit of smallest structural unit of cell wall. Structural unit of cell wall. Very important question. What is micellar? Smallest structural unit of cell wall is called micellar. So this is very important and very important question also to know. So micellar, smallest structural unit of cell wall is the micellar. Okay, very important. Okay, micellar. Try to understood this one. 20 micellar to form 20 micellar form microfibril. Okay, one microfibril. Yes, so this one, look at here, 20 micellar equal to 1 microfibril. So it is also very important. What is microfibril and microfibril? That means micellar, 20 micellar when composed together that times form 1 microfibril. Yes, then also we can see 250 microfibril, a macrofibril. Then 250 microfibril is constituent and consist of to form a macrofibril. One macrofibril. It is also a very important question also on that case. And then we will try to understand then lots of macrofibril to form a fiber. Okay, the many of macrofibril form one fiber. So this sequence to know, very important ultra structure of the cell wall, we will try to understand now, my dear students. Main constituent of the cell wall is the cellulose. It is 6 carbon beta D glucose chain. Cellulose chain may be consist of around 1000 to 3000 cellulose molecules, and around 100 cellulose chain. If 100 cellulose chain can make a structure of micellar, the micellar is the smallest structure unit of a cell wall, and 20 micellar, 1 microfibril, 250 microfibril, 1 macrofibril, many of the macrofibril, 1 fiber. So this is the ultra structure what we actually think on there, the ultra structure of cell wall. I hope so you understand also this one about the ultra structure. Very important question, very important information I incorporated. Cellulose chain, micellar, microfibril, macrofibril, fiber. This is a good note for you for having a good preparation. Okay, so and finally we will try to say here, many of you are joining, I have seen. Also later on we already got the point. Many of you were say the good morning, assalamu alaikum, everyone say good morning and alaikum assalam. I got some problem in very starting point, who were not or who some on present there. But today, last one, we will go through understanding about the functional activities or function of the cell wall. Functions of cell wall. Functions of cell wall. Functions of cell wall, and the many of the functions we will try to understood about that one. We know the cell wall can give the structure of the cell, give structure of the cell, to give a structure of the cell. Then number 2 we will write about here structure of the cell. Then they can protect cellular organelles from outer condition or outer environmental condition. You can write any outer condition, they can protect the inner side cellular organelles. Number 3, many of the functional activities you can write incorporated, but some important I can write from the book. And here they can give the necessary energy to give necessary energy, firmness is the features, firmness. Number 5, they helps in the absorption of water, helps in absorption of water, helps in absorption of water and minerals. Yes. And number 6, we will try to understood about conduction. I write the short form, you can write elaborate, just for making the sense to be cleared. Okay, hope so you understood this one. Sorry. They can separate cell to cell from other cell. They can separate cell from other cell. So the common but very short form, very important functional activities. You know, sir, this function, if I write, can I get the 4 marks out of 4? No, not actually. You can elaborately write. I write that to give a structure of the cell. You can write. How can you write and impose yourself that it will be elaborate? You know that the structure of the cell is totally outer part cellular organism or cell wall can give the total structure of covering of the cell. Protect cellular organelles. Yes, there are lots of cellular organelles inside the cell. They can cell wall, since the outer part, they can protect the inner cell organelles to give necessary energy. If it is in need, when in need of the any organelles have to get energy, the cell wall can ensure and helps to assist to get the energy. Firmness, of course, the cellular parts, outer covering parts can ensure the firmness of the cell. Helps in the absorption of water and minerals. Yes, of course, water and minerals is very, very important things for the survivability of any cell. So cell wall can ensure this one also. Conduction, of course, with the help of the xylem and phloem, when the absorption part done and conduction on that time, cell wall can also ensure by having their membrane with the help of the cellular membrane. Yes, they can separate cell. Yes, since the cell wall can separate another thing and they can separate the other cell from here. In this way, they can do the functional activities, and that's all about total cell wall structure and functional activities that we have compiled in very last class and today also. Who are joining, very well to see, and who are not joining, who didn't do my first class of the cell wall, that means in the last class, you must do this one first, then compile this one and make a nice note for make you a strength for having a good preparation. That's all about today, my dear students. Hope so I will connect with you also tomorrow in that specific time, because tomorrow I have no overlapping 10:05. Hope so I will connect also. Biology class sequence, a chain. If you miss anything, it cannot be minimized other way. So hope so you will be connected there. Everyone, stay safe, stay sound, stay at home with having a good preparation, with having a good note, hand note. That's all. Allah Hafiz.